Hey, what's happening, everybody? I'm back. I'm back again. I know it's probably been at least a month since I've been on. You probably can see my face. Man, I gained a lot of weight. I gained a lot of weight sitting here with this whole quarantine, shelter in place in the fetal position. Don't go outside. Be scared. Be very afraid. Man, I've been eating like crazy, just eating ridiculous. I know a lot of us have. The gym hasn't been open, and I'm just starting to get the want to basically get back in the gym and work out, or even just start doing something at home and start doing cardio. The wife and I started to go back vegetarian because I went vegetarian for 8 months before. My brother's been a vegetarian for probably at least probably close to 10 years now. Uh, but we went, and after going like keto, low carb for a long time, when you try to go back vegetarian, it's real hard because you know what those carbs do to you. You know how bad those carbs are. And like to be a low carb vegetarian, it's probably almost like dying on the inside. But if anybody got some good advice for that, let me know. But I have been vegetarian before, and I loved it actually because I had so much more energy. And I'm assuming that was because your body didn't have to process the meat. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot more energy because it didn't have to work that hard to process all that meat. But I love when I was a vegetarian because I had a lot of energy, but I was working out. But I don't think it'd be a good idea to be vegetarian right now with me with this sedentary lifestyle. But yeah, it's just a little update on what I've been doing. But my wife and I are blessed, like far as going through this little deal. We've been actually um, making money and making good money at this time. You know what I'm saying? My job slowed down like the first 2 weeks because I'm a bail bondsman, and the courts were releasing everybody and letting everybody go on what we call OR in a person. That's releasing you on your own recognizance, and that's pretty much what they was doing. But here where I'm at, the jail gets full pretty fast, and they have to either release you or let you bond out. And where I'm at in Arkansas, they don't release anybody that's been charged with something violent. So if you've been charged with like a domestic battery, any type of assault, aggravated assault, anything like that, they don't OR you because they don't want you to get back out. Say if you have a domestic battery with you and your girlfriend, and you get back out and you beat her up again and kill her, and they release you on your own recognizance. They're trying to keep themselves out of the headlines, like Pulaski County or Lone Oak County or Saline County released this guy and he went and killed his wife after domestic battery issue. So they always make you bond out. So the bond's been picking back up because everybody's been in the house, and that's been creating a lot of chaos because a lot of couples and a lot of relationships aren't used to being in the house and being around a person that long. This is something new. You're venturing into new waters when you go into something like that. You're there every day, all day with your girlfriend, fiance, wife, when normally a lot of y'all don't see each other a lot because y'all both work jobs usually. Y'all gone all day. You get home by 5, 6, probably 5:36. You're looking at roughly 4 to 5 hours before you probably go to bed, and you got to spend time with the kids, cook, eat, and a lot of times we're on our phones now. So you're not doing a lot of communicating and stuff. Or it's even worse, like say if one of you work the day shift, one of you work the night shift, excuse me, I hit the computer. You're barely ever seeing each other. You know what I'm saying? So that can create some interesting times. And just think about this also. You add alcohol in the mix, and you're there all day with somebody you're not used to being there with, something's bound to happen. Or you got the alcohol in the mix and just the frustration of being in the house all day, and you start to lash out. Things not, and not only that, money. Just say if one of y'all not working. Just say like the wife is essential worker and her job is jumping and she has to go to work. And the guy's job is not, He's not getting paid right now. He got laid off, or vice versa. That's going to create some times because now money is tight. You have to change things, and now you're at the house all day with the kids. Strange things happen. But hey, moving on. I just had to get on this, and like I said, I promise. Well, I ain't gonna say I promise, but I'm gonna make a better effort of getting back on here. Just talking about what's going on. I want to be the person that deciphers what's in the MSM mainstream media to you, because a lot of people can't decipher. They just want a different opinion. And I've been doing this for a long time, and I got a lot of info and a lot of knowledge on this stuff because I've been keeping up with it forever. And I'm just breaking it down to you. I want to be the guy that's breaking it down to you in layman terms, or the way you can understand what's really going on or what's really the backstory. But if you haven't seen MSNBC, CNN, not a local affiliates, I guess they got their marching papers are told what to post, because all of them are pretty much parroting the same thing. Breaking. President Trump said that he is temporarily suspending immigration to the U.S. in response to the coronavirus pandemic and the need to protect jobs. And they got that, need to protect jobs in quotations. And as you can expect, the left, the far left, the crazy liberals, the crazy loons are going crazy, insane. I'm on Facebook right now, just looking at the comments, and I guess I'm putting my opinion on there, and they're responding back, upset. But this guy, he actually said something good. It's female. He said, I don't like DT as a person, but there are definitely some of his decisions I support. That's not going to go along well. You might lose your DNC card. They might come after you. And this is the funny one. A guy said, nobody is coming here anyways right now, and all this will hurt is the farmers who need cheap labor in the fields. This might do more harm than good. Okay. I'm going to read you a few more, and then I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. Because you see that trigger right now. With all those protesting patriots out of work, do you think they'll be rushed to fill all the jobs immigrants have been doing? Let's find one of the racist one. He's so racist. Somebody responded back to the dude. Less than 5% of our immigrants work in agriculture. There are plenty. I'm just on that dude chain. Let me just get to the original comments. All of these people are mad. Let's go. Newest. Let's see who's mad. I love going to her saying, I think this week Karen died for the Sunday. Well, you got a few more people like it. See, I'm a Democrat and I'm okay with this. We shouldn't allow any travel or people from our country till we get a vaccine. Oh, here we go with the vaccine. If we want to try to control the virus. Here goes another one. How do any of these things correlate? More importantly, who wants to come here right now anyway? How about going after corporations who won't hire citizens because they would rather pay immigrants subpar wages under the table? Oh, she done wrote 2 damn. This broad done wrote 3 paragraphs, not indented. Ain't nobody got time for that. But anyway. They're upset. They're saying Trump's racist. You'll look for yourself. But you got a lot of people supporting them now. You got stupid idiot. Good. His supporters need jobs. Wait a minute. They won't last a day of a Mexican. Okay. Why is he worried about this now? We need testing supplies and help for unemployed citizens. Just another deflection by this orange buffoon. What a fucking... Oh, here another. What fucking jobs is this idiot talking about? Okay, so basically, let's break this down. All right, we're in the midst of a pandemic. Is what they're saying. You've been hearing the Democrats and liberals talk about all day about the curve, all about still sheltering in place, all about we don't need to lift all the closures too soon. We don't need to open up too soon. I think Trump's opening up. Trump dropped Orange Man ban, opened up too soon. We need to stay sheltered in place. Obama's coming out. We need to stay sheltered in place. All your liberals, we need to stay sheltered in place. We do not need to open back up right now. It's too soon. This is going to be bad. So how in the world does it make sense for us to have immigration going on right now? I mean, I don't think these people even hear themselves when they're talking. It's just like whatever Trump says, Trump drunk, Orange Man bad, with all the stupid names they make up for him, it's ridiculous. It's like, do y'all hear yourselves? Y'all are saying we need to stay sheltered in place. But we need to have open borders. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. Like, they're mad calling Trump racist because he wants to shut down all immigration. Mind you, Australia has did this. If you want people to be sheltered in place in their homes, you don't even want people outside in places like California and in Virginia. You don't even want people outside. You want them inside? This is what they want. They want you sheltered in place. Inside they want you stocked up on food after they told you shouldn't stock up on food. You shouldn't be a prepper. That's crazy. You're a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist. They want you to be sheltered in the house. They only want you to get out to get the bare essentials, which is groceries pretty much, and the food. They want you to wear a mask and gloves when you go out and bring your ass right back to the house. And don't go nowhere. That's what Democrats want right now. They want all businesses closed down. Except Walmart, Costco, and your grocery stores. The big monopoly stores. If you got a monopoly, you got a big, huge corporation, they want you open if it's a grocery store. And that's it. They don't want no gun sales, no nothing. Oh, if you want an abortion, though, that you need to be able to get that. That's all. That's it. No guns. Or grocery stores, and they want abortion clinics open. Okay. So, wouldn't that be ideal if Trump closed the borders? Because why would you want these people crossing the border out of another country coming to go to work when you don't want them to go to work? The Democrats don't want the economy to open back up. They don't want you to work. They want you to stay at home, get that first stimulus check, and then they don't. Well, I don't know what the Democrats want you to do because they don't even want to approve the funding for the little 2,000, the extra little 2 G's a month, which don't make sense. They want you to stay at home, shelter in place, be broke, release all the prisoners, and I don't know, just sitting there. Don't pay your rent, don't pay your car note, don't do nothing. Just don't do nothing. So Trump is assisting them by closing the borders. And closing immigration. No more immigration right now. Because you want to stop the spread. You want to, whatever the curve. You want to make the curve go down. So it makes sense to close the borders. Or to stop immigration right now. It only makes sense. Man, they posting on my post like crazy. They back in my up 3 notifications. People mad. We got some people liking my comments because I'm basically screwing with the liberals. So I guess I'm trolling right now, but it makes no sense. But it makes no sense that they're mad. Like I said, I'm telling people right now, Trump can come out today and be like, "Hey, the sky's blue." You'll have people making he's racist. He's racist because sometimes the sky is red in China. And you're discriminating. And I don't believe the sky is blue. I believe the sky is really purple. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's ridiculous. But yeah, basically the moral of this story is, well, it ain't no moral to the story. It's just pure idiocracy. Trump closed the border, so tomorrow you're gonna be hearing a lot about this. It just popped up on me, so I had to get on top. I said I'm gonna start getting on top of news when it happens. But he's suspending immigration to the U.S. and Democrats do not like that. They do not like it at all. And something else I want to talk about too is with them wanting to close the border, it don't even make no sense. They want everything to be shut down right now. They don't want you going back to work. They don't want you doing nothing. And what I really believe, if you could secretly ask the people who hate Donald Trump, who has TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, and the liberals and the crazy left liberals, if you came to them and personally asked them, hey, if we got two things we can do. Well, they'll go for either one. How many lives would you ask them this question and they'll have a number. What amount of lives would you be comfortable with of losing if that meant Trump getting out of office? Meaning, if this X amount of lives were lost to this coronavirus, would you rather save those lives or lose those lives if that meant we could Trump would be voted out of office? So like say if we were at whatever X amount of number, 10, 20,000, 30,000 people, if a million meant the tide would turn and everybody wouldn't vote for him, would you want to give up those a million lives? Or if you know, hey, we can stop it right now, Trump be president, but we can stop the deaths right now. We have the magic pill right now and shut them off right now. But he'll stay in office, or would you rather lose a million lives or 2 million lives and then he get ousted out of office? Think about that for a second. I bet you a lot of them would say, I'd rather lose a million lives just to get Trump out of office. Or 2 million or 5 million. They'd be like, do it. Whatever we got to do to get him off. They hate that man so bad. They hate him that bad. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's funny. And I really do believe they would do that. If you could give them that choice. They don't want their economy to open back up. They don't, because they have nothing. And it's still going bad for them right now. They have nothing. They thought the coronavirus, people are, and I'm going to just tell you from my community, you see a lot of black people talking about the ones that are Obama fans. It's a lot of them. I'm listening to my president. I'm going to do what he say. This is my president. I'm doing what my president say. Them the main ones. Don't believe them. Them the ones that are still going out. They still getting their hair done on the low. They getting their nails done on the low. Hey, they kicking it on the low at the little kickback spots at friends' houses and stuff. They not sharing their place. They just saying it because it sound good on Facebook. And just because Obama, they going to share it and say, I'm listening to my president. They not staying at home. Don't believe them. Please don't. They not staying at home. They not sheltering in place. They the ones going out with masks to Walmart. So they might, but a lot of them wearing masks because it's a fashion statement, because they got their little designer masks to, in my community, they got masks to match your outfits now. Like, it is what it is. I ain't seen no Louis Vuitton masks yet, no Gucci ones, but trust me, they coming. You gonna see the Jordan ones and the Nike ones and what a champion match. You gonna see all type of ones. I bunned a dude out of jail the other day. He was fresh. He had his little jogging suit on, and it was blue and gold, like Michigan colors, like jogging suit, and he had the gold face mask to match. And I'm pretty sure, hey, they got masks to match outfits. It's more of a fashion trend. They're gonna be out and about. But the first day they opened up all these restaurants and stuff, all those people, remember, look at them, all them people that was talking about we still shelter in place. When the restaurants open back up, when the bars open back up, the clubs open back up, man, they're going to be so packed, wall to wall, jumping. So ain't nobody staying in no house. You can't keep, I said this a long time ago. I know about my community, especially the white community too, but black community, this is prime time. You ain't keeping black folks in the house when it's warm like this, especially where I stay in the South. Cause when it gets to June, it's so humid. It's not even fun to be outside in the daytime. You gotta be out in the morning and the evening. Even in the evening, the night is hot. Feels like an oven outside at night. You know this is our prime time. Spring all the way up until May, probably about the middle of May. About the last couple weeks of May, it starts to get humid. And I'm talking about the humidity. If you ain't never been to the South and the humidity, it's a beast. Like at night, you sweat. Like it could be 9, 10 o'clock at night, and you go outside, you're gonna sweat. It's gonna feel like an oven. You know what I'm saying? So this is our prime, our best time. We have barbecues. We be kicking it outside, having picnics. All types of stuff going on. This is the best time to kick it because there's no humidity. We don't get that long, and everybody getting out. Everybody getting the cars washed, clean up. The car wash is packed. They ain't washing their cars just to go home. These folks out here riding. You know what I'm saying? And then my white folks, hey, you ain't gonna stop them. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what they had? They had all the parks. Oh, the four-wheeler parks. See, down here, everybody ride four-wheelers and stuff. Four-wheeler parks, jumping. The mud parks, packed wall to wall. I'm talking about you're not going to keep people in the house this time of year. Everybody around here is fishing. We ain't had no shutdown order here. But, you know, you only got you got a lot of businesses open, though. Where I'm at here in the South in Arkansas, Walmart, you know, Home Depot's open. Pretty much all your stores that you need stuff from are open. Sam's, Costco's if you got one. All your grocery stores, hardware stores are open. There hasn't been really any place. I haven't been to the mall like get clothes and stuff because it's not necessary at this time. But any place that we need to go around here is pretty much open. But you can't go in the restaurants. Everything is to go. That's the only bad part. But Academy Sports, all the gun places open. Everything you pretty much need you can get. And like me, people like me, I stop over at a friend's house or my friends come through. But we sit and talk outside. You know, that's how we kind of do it right now. We don't go in each other's houses right now. We just sit, talk in the front yard, post up on the truck, drinking, you know. Homeboys stop through. And that's what's really cool, you know, because we got a lot of people stopping through in here. It makes sense to get outside because you need vitamin D. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that help fight viruses. So you need to be outside. So I don't understand when people say shelter in place. Don't go outside. It's the stupidest thing ever. You need to be outside. Your kids need to go outside. You're not going to catch no virus fucking walking around outside. There's so much fresh air where I'm at. And it's so spread out. You don't have people everywhere stacked up on top of you, you know. And what's cool about it, you see so many of your neighbors now in my neighborhood. I stay in a gated community, but all our neighbors are out walking. Whole families riding bikes, which is really cool. You see the kids outside playing like we used to play back in the day, riding bikes and stuff. But they, in our gated community, they've closed up the parks and put like wrap around the parks where the kids can't play. But it is what it is. They were playing tennis. We got like a big tennis league in our community. Little basketball courts. They shut all those down, but everybody's been fishing. Everybody's been fishing. Where we're from, ride 4-wheelers, ATVs. You see everybody on their 4-wheelers and ATVs in the neighborhood. Not like the hood shit you be seeing in the city, but just riding regular, like mud and 4-wheelers and stuff. And everybody's at the ATV parks and at the regular parks, at the mountains. We got a couple mountains that everybody hike around here. It's popular. But that's been really cool. So, but yeah, Trump just suspended immigration to the U.S. and they going wild on Facebook. They are upset. It'll be trending by tomorrow morning, and this is a travesty. And oh wow, the sky's falling, and you know, just the same old normal stuff. And yeah. That's just pretty much what I got going on. It's 24 minutes. But I'm going to holler back at y'all later on. Hey, be safe. You don't have to be scared of the coronavirus. It is real, but when you prepare, you don't have to be worried. Just prepare yourself and take all the proper precautions and live life how you want to live it and live it, to the fullest. Oh, I gotta say something else. My state, we got a population of about 3 million. That's not big for a state. It's a lot of cities: Dallas, Houston, L.A. Everybody know New York, probably D.C., Philly, Chicago. They have more people in the city than we have in the state. But we got 3 million. We have never been on total lockdown. We've had, as of today, 41 people who've died of the coronavirus. That's 41 that they're reporting. I'll probably say at least 10 to 15 of those are probably not even corona related, because if y'all haven't known, they're marking stuff that's corona, the Chinese China Wuhan virus. They're letting people, everybody that died pretty much is this. And they're getting money for Chinese virus patients, and they get money for when they're on the ventilator. So even with the 41, some of those might still not be the Chinese virus. So with that being said, come on now. We got 41. I'll give you 41. Out of 3 million people, it don't make no sense to be locked down and everything to be closed up. Take proper precautions. If you're older, sick, elderly, have health issues, you probably need to stay in the house and stay sheltered in. But the rest of us, they let us get on with it, because they need to let us go and get to moving. Well, I'm blessed right now that my job's still jumping. It's jumping like Jordan right now. But these other people need to get back to work, because like I said, if you shelter in place too long, you keep everything shut down. This is for the other states, excuse me. You ain't going to be sheltering in place by yourself. You have somebody in your house with you. And somebody that you might not want in your house. Gonna be somebody coming in your house, coming through your window, whether when you're there or not, home invasion type stuff. Because you're gonna have a lot of people that was in the streets and in the rob and then breaking in the house, and you let them get broke and they ain't got nothing. They're trying to feed a kid. What you think they're gonna do? They might not want to resort back to their life, but they will. But you got regular people that lost their job, especially in the service industry, and ain't never robbed them, broken nobody's house. Might just take that chance. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of partners. A lot of my white homeboys and stuff, they've been telling me, like in some other little counties, a lot of four-wheelers, y'all might think it's funny, a lot of ATVs and four-wheelers coming up missing now. People breaking in, people backyard stealing four-wheelers, ATVs, because time's getting hard. And up here, people be having ATVs. People be having side-by-sides that cost more than a lot of y'all cars. People be having side-by-sides that's worth $20,000 and $30,000. 30 on the high end, but you got a lot of them between $10,000 and $20,000, and that's the price of a good Honda Accord. You know what I'm saying? A good Toyota Camry. You know what I'm saying? That everybody drive today. You got people that spend that much money on ATVs, and people got $12,000, $13,000 four-wheels. We only ride them up hard. And a lot of them starting to come up stolen in trucks and trailers that normally don't happen like that. They happen, but not at this amount. And let you know people hurting right now. It's only get worse and worse. You know? That's something to think about when you want people to stay sheltered in place. That don't work for everybody, because a lot of people start getting broke. They're going to turn to drastic measures. But, hey, that's what I got to say. I'm going to holler at y'all a little later on. 29 minutes. Out.